Hello Internet, good morning friends, and good morning here from Hachioji and the female women qualification at the IFSC Climbing World Championships 2019. It's Sunday, I just woke up and I discovered that there are some qualification boulders already online, so let's jump into it. The qualification stream is a little bit confusing, but I try to do my best and get footage of each and every boulder. If you want to support me, check out my Patreon page, and otherwise I will try to cover as many rounds as possible. Spoiler right here, I couldn't get any footage except for this from Janja Garnbret. Anyway, she climbed 5 boulders and 5 tries, so we will jump into boulder number 1 with Kyra Condie. Quite powerful in Group A. A little bit left, right, some crimping in between the volumes, and not utterly complex. Still, as mentioned, powerful. Even though Kyra Condie smashed it, she climbed a really good round in my opinion. And while Group A started with a crimpy, more or less old school problem, Group B started with this complex slab problem. We see Alex Johnson here from America trying to traverse from the left to the right. This is the crux move. You kind of have to find a stable position on the slab, on these volumes, cling onto them, and then fall or drop to the right into a shoulder palm press position. She didn't find the right position, was not able to climb this problem, so we will take a look at young crusher OCEANA MACKENZIE from Australia and how she's doing on the slab. I think it's her first try. She steps a little bit higher than Alex Johnson with her right foot, and they are both quite tall compared to the other competitors, and she goes a little bit slower and she lifts her left foot in one movement as well, so she gets it in a stable position. We will take a look at it in a minute. Just one more move ahead. You can go full on to the right. You might slip. So she's putting a heel hook in, pulling with a heel hook a little bit to the right, finding the stable position, and tops boulder number 1. Okay, quick and dirty comparison. While Alex is standing closer to the wall with her tip and her shoe, and OCEANA stands a little bit further outside on the volume, it's easier for OCEANA as well to pop with her left foot, and this kind of launches her, engages her, brings her in a higher position when she gets the palm position. We can see that Alex's left foot is still standing on the lower volume, and because of this, her shoulder, she isn't pushing with her right hand into her left shoulder. She's a little bit too low, while OCEANA lifted her left foot and is in a stable position with her shoulder and arms and upper and lower body and can finish the boulder. We're going back to Group A. Kyra Condie again, who, as mentioned before, really amazed me. Remarkable climbing, even also in this boulder number 2. A little traverse to the right, and now with a zone hold in your left hand, you had to transfer your hip really slowly or powerful and quick like this into a stable shoulder position. There is a tiny foothold on her left knee, a screw-on, which you can see it right here in her knee pit. Is it called knee pit? Just launch, engage, and to the top. We missed the start, so Julia Chanody shows us this off-balance, opposing layback start. And we can take a look again at the crux move, which was the hardest move of the whole boulder. You had to find the right position. Even Shauna Coxsey, who is usually a really good slab climber, was not able to find the position, did it a little bit too quick. Lucy Sterling from Australia showed off a really good performance here. Well done, Lucy. Really slow transferring the weight from the left to the right. Unfortunately, she did a mistake here. She tried it with a knee bar and tried to get a little bit higher. She didn't use the screw-on foothold. She could have used it here. She only jammed here with her knee and didn't finish the boulder. Chaehyun Seo, the lead surprise of the last couple of lead World Cups, she did it similar to Lucy, used the screw-on and was able to finish boulder number 2. Quick jump to group number B, which started with the slab, and they are climbing in the second boulder, this old school crimpy style boulder which Group A climbed in as their first boulder. And we see Laura Rogora from Italy in this crimpy boulder, which isn't really confusing, not too hard, but shut down a couple of competitors, and I couldn't find any other footage than this, which almost shows the whole boulder. The boulder was quite nice, but not too complex, so just a quick and dirty send from Laura. Thank you for this. And we jump back to group number A and Chaehyun Seo, who apparently never started a senior boulder World Cup. Nevertheless, she topped the first two boulders, needed a second try for boulder number 3, which was a little bit confusing because it looked like a palm down roll over jump. Anyway, most competitors, I think all competitors, jumped with two hands straight to this gray volcano thingy. Then I think they are 360, maybe a Russian company, whatever. These dual text volcanoes, and then an easy top out. 3 tops already for Chaehyun Seo. And we see Solsa from Korea in Group B, which had a similar, it wasn't exact the same boulder. I think the foothold was slightly different. I don't know, but the wall angle looked really similar, like vertical wall jumping into this corner. So they mirrored boulder number 3, and we can see on the right side there's another jump which they mirrored as well. But this is the jump I'm talking about. JESSY PILZ, who didn't make it into the semifinals, climbed this jump anyway, this small pedal, which was boulder number 4 for Group A and boulder number 5 for Group B, if I'm not mistaken. Pedal into the undercling, bump into the so-ill hold, and jump all out. All out was also boulder number 4 for Group B, which was the hardest boulder for Group B. Only one top. I can tell you right now, Miho came kinda close, but the time was running out. She only got the zone. Futaba Ito, her teammate from Japan, came a little bit further. She had the zone, and then on this next IX volume there's a mean crimp which you have to ming and then rock over onto this foothold. She tried to go to this, I think these are Mangala pinches. They are really bad, especially on this angle which is overhanging. And she tried it a little bit too hasty. And we see Grandmaster Akiyo Noguchi, the only one in this group, topping this boulder. And as always, controlled. She blocks and rocks over to this pinch. Full in control, tries it with the toe hook. No, really flexible, hip still close to the wall. Only holding onto the pinch at the left hand, only as a side pull, jumping all out to the jug, and the only top of boulder number 4 in Group B. Boulder number 5 for Group A was this slab, a little traverse to this volume section, and we see Alannah Yip from Canada. She's jumping and holding to a really tiny crimp, invisible almost, then rocking over, mantling onto the penultimate hold, Mangala pinch again. And then there were 2 options, 2 ways to do it. She tries to lift her left foot and jumps over this left foot really uncontrolled. Petra Klingler, reigning world champion from 2016, so she's not reigning anymore, but world champion 2016, shifts her weight to the right, matching hands on this pinch, so she can comfortably stand higher with her left foot, and then not out of a crunched and bunched position, move to the left. As mentioned before, they mirrored this boulder, which is the last boulder for group number B, the penultimate for group number 4. I just wanted to show Chaehyun Seo one more time. She needed 2 or 3 tries in her first Boulder World Cup, so she made it to the semifinals. And I think what's really impressive for me, she says she's not that strong in bouldering, but her endurance and her power made it look really easy. Especially at the end of the round, a lot of power left in your tank is really beneficial. We can see Lucy on the left side. When she reached the yellow volume, her arms were almost straight. Her hip is already further away from the wall, while Chaehyun's arms are slightly bent and hip is closer, so she can continue pulling to the jug, has a lot of power left to catch it with one hand and finish it off. Anyway, we have our field for the semi-final. I don't know when it is, tomorrow or maybe in 2 days. Doesn't really matter. We have a couple of big surprises of names who did not make it into the semi-final. In my opinion, Afra Hönig, really close and heartbreaking on the 21st place. We also missed Jain Kim, Solza, who is a really strong combined climber. Ashima Shiraishi didn't make it. OCEANA from Australia didn't make it. Mori, who climbed really strong. Alex Johnson didn't make it. But the biggest surprises for me are Jessica PILZ and Julia Chanodi, who did not make it even close to the semi-final. And both of them are really strong in the lead, so we will see how they deal and cope with their defeat. I'll call it a defeat in the bouldering category. I'm looking forward to the male category anyway. I think a couple of surprises will wait there for us as well. Thank you for watching this quick and dirty edit on a Sunday morning here in Germany. Please consider supporting me on Patreon if you want to see more of these videos. It makes it a little bit easier for me to spend more time making videos. Anyway, have a good day. I love you. Bye bye. Nikki out.